Our worst school is better than the best school in most places in Georgia. So no matter the outcome, we can all rest easy knowing we do have good schools. And that's something we should be real proud of. And we live in Roswell, Milton, Alpharetta, really the envy of most of this state. So with that in mind, I cannot stay too long today. I apologize. I got about 6 more hours of work to do before getting back downtown at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. But I do want to offer a couple things to you. First, send me an email or pick up the phone and call me. I'm down in your state capitol. Know that I am working, that I'm talking to Mayor Wood, I'm talking to Mike Neiden, I'm talking to city council folks, I'm talking to PTA folks, I'm talking to the other city council people regularly so we can come up with a solution that makes sense. But stay involved. It's all about the kids. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.
Jane King is going to talk to us. Come on, you can make the announcement.
No, because I didn't have a lot of seats.
There are folks standing over there. We've got plenty of room down here. We've got chairs over there, so feel free to come on in. Jane Knight. Let's welcome Jane. Come again.
I'm not a politician, I'm a mom, so excuse me if I'm nervous. Good evening, my name is Jane King. I'm the mom of 2 young boys that will attend Roswell High School in a few years. I'm concerned about the redistricting. Every school has a motto. The motto at Roswell High School is a tradition of excellence. In Roswell, that actually means something. Many school mottos don't have any meaning at all. In Roswell, we have generations of families that have attended and supported Roswell High School since its establishment in 1949. These families set the foundation for a community school that has grown, adapted, and prospered for 50 years. The combined efforts of children, parents, families, faculty, staff, and community are what has made Roswell High School a successful community school then and now. Roswell High School is the cornerstone of our community. The school, any school, is typically at the center of our children's academic and social lives. Everything from sports, music, clubs, excuse me, and other extracurricular activities are centered in the school, and the community. Schools are where we go to participate in our children's sports, scouts, music, performance, and 4th of July celebrations. Schools and communities are inextricably entwined. I don't understand how you can capture things like this in a redistricting process if those things are left out of the process, the policy, and the plan. That's who we are. In order to understand our community, you need to come to our community and engage us here. This is our community. Considering the Board of Ed's unwillingness to join us tonight, I've surmised that they don't see value in engaging us in our community. Where do the things that matter to us come into the redistricting decision? Will the board consider things like excellence, tradition, or community as they draw the lines for the redistricting plan? I don't know. Or are they going to make their redistricting plan based on computer-generated data, spreadsheets, and questionable data at that? We all know that statistics aren't always accurate and predictions aren't always right on target. Public schools are by definition owned by the public. We all have a stake in what happens with the redistricting plan, and we should have a say in the decision. I ask everyone in this room tonight to please make every effort to engage the Board of Education members. Call them, email them, do anything you can to engage them in meaningful dialogue. That's the only way that they will begin to understand how important it is for us to continue the legacy of Roswell High School of successful community school that produces successful kids. Tell the Board of Education that you want a redistricting plan that supports our tradition of excellence. Thank you, Mayor Wood, for joining us and for giving us the opportunity to give community.
Jane, you claim not to be a public speaker, but that was an excellent job. Great work. All right. While we're talking about this, we've got folks from Centennial High also. So let's keep in mind that this is a city effort and we've got folks here from Milton High. So all of our, whether it's Milton or Roswell or Centennial, all of these communities recognize the importance of cities count, children count. The school board doesn't seem to consider that. So let's broaden our discussion to talk into. We're not fighting Milton High. We're not fighting Centennial High. We're not fighting the school board. We're really saying you need to consider these things, and their criteria, if you look at them, seem to ignore all these intangible but very important issues that you recognize should be considered. So, Nan Cooper. Let's give a hand for Nan Cooper. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm just a mom too, and I'm on cold, by the way. I have two kids at Roswell North Elementary School, and I'm kind of known as the numbers girl, thus, my data. And you all can be the numbers people too. On Monday, the Fulton County School System released their projected enrollment information, and you can go online and look at it yourself and download the 44 pages like I did, and you can find out what their projections are for each of our schools, high school, elementary, middle school, all the way out through the year 2017-2018. So today I was at Linda Schultz's community meeting, and she said that in the next couple of years, the data should be fairly accurate. My experience has been that in aggregate, the planning department does an excellent job at forecasting the number of students in Fulton County schools. They've missed it by a millionth of a percent or something. Very, very accurate. But when you drill down to the individual school level, they're not as accurate. How far were they off at Roswell High School this year? Mark, anybody? A couple of hundred, right? I mean, it was pretty significant. They've been off at Roswell North Elementary School by 50 kids every year for the last 3 years, whereas I've only been off in my projections by 2. So I've been analyzing the data, and I have a pretty good sense about where the numbers are. So I'll just tell you that right now, the plan is to fill Bethany Bend High School and to take the kids out of Roswell High School, Milton High School, to some extent out of Alpharetta High School. Maybe offload a little overcrowding that's going to happen 8, 9, 10 years down the road at Centennial, but that's not really there today. So that is, I think, the vision that the planning department has. In the meeting that I was at, the community meeting a month ago, Ingrid Huff said, kind of under her breath, I heard her say, that all the high schools will be brought down under capacity. So we don't know what the projection is. Maybe the maps will show something different tomorrow. Maybe our feedback to the school system already has told them that we don't mind being a little overcrowded. We're okay with a few portables. Those teachers that are in them today, I've met them at Roswell High School. They actually like them. It's their own little world. Yeah, the halls are a little crowded. Cafeteria is a little crowded, but I heard, and someone can confirm, they shut down one of the cafeteria lines at Roswell High. Well, duh. I mean, you got too many kids, open another darn line. So, there are ways to solve the problems that we have that don't require dissolving